today is all about mark making. So I'm going to give you a demonstration just to give you an idea of different ways you can encourage your children to make marks using different found and collected resources. So hope this is useful to you. I'm also going to quickly show you one of my paintings just to explain a little bit more about what I mean by mark making. Hope you enjoy. So this is one of my paintings. I'll zoom out so you can get an idea of it. Not quite finished, but lots of different mark making. By that I mean lots of different ways of building up the surface of this animal using different lines and marks and patterns. Now sometimes I use paintbrushes, but sometimes I use different things, like in some of this fur I've used a piece of cardboard and then used the straight edge of it just to dab all over and build it up. In other areas like here, the whiskers, I've used a piece of string which I've dipped in paint and then put it on the surface, pulled it off, and then you get this really nice fine line. In other areas over here, I've used a toothbrush with paint on it and then flicked the paint at it to get this sort of stipply dotty effect, which I really like. So lots of different ways, not just using paintbrushes, but using different found materials, and often they give you the best results. So I hope this is useful. Have a go and have fun and get drawing. This is one of the simplest methods of making marks. Now it's just using objects and materials to make an imprint. I've got a little bit of paint here. Using a darker colour is better, especially if you've got white paper. This is a toilet roll, and I've sliced it all the way to make a little skirt look, slice it up and then splayed it out. Now you can do this, as I said, even with small children, and make a mark. The more paint you put on, obviously you get different marks. They can explore spinning it and getting spinning, moving marks. They can add different colours to it as well, but that's very simple. Things like old yoghurt pots as well, to make circular marks. Very simple. You could use vegetables obviously and do some classic potato carving to make marks. I've got a little poorly blown up balloon there, and if you dip that in and then press it to slip a little bit, you do get incredible marks with that plastic as well. One of those ones. This is a piece of scrunched up tin foil, so dip it in like that and then make marks that way. So find different materials you've got at home just to make imprints. That's a really quick, easy method of mark making, and one you could do with all different age ranges. Right, this idea is all about making your own implements. So I've done things like, this is a dabber for small hands, and it's made from that mesh that you get onions wrapped up in. And I've cut that off, put a little bit of foam or sponge inside, and then you can use that to dab, and you get a nice imprint actually of the fabric as well, which is great. These are all very similar in that I've used those wooden dolly pegs, and I've wedged different materials into it. So this one's lots of cut up bits of plastic bag, and again you can make a much looser mark with that one. And that's some pieces of string wedged in, a bit of bandage, a bit of soft fabric. So think creatively about what you've got that you could actually make your own tools, and see what sort of marks you can make with them. Okay, this one is great fun, a bit messier, maybe one for the older children, but really good fun. So you need a piece of string, and what I'm doing just with my fingers, you can do it with a brush if you want to, I'm dipping it into some paint, and this is just ordinary children's ready-made mixed paint. And lastly, I'm going to show you how to draw using cardboard. So this is just cardboard, chopped up bits of cardboard, varying sizes, and you can use it, dip it into paint to draw with. I think it's a really great, easy method of getting children to make marks and not to worry too much about detail, because you can't do anything too accurate. You have to be a little bit sort of rough and ready with it. Right, have fun with that. Take care, have a great week. Look after yourselves. Bye bye.